everyone, I'm Chef Heather Pace with Vivapura Superfoods, and today I'm going to share a recipe for crunchy, raw, sour cream and onion kale chips. These are so crunchy, delicious. They taste just like the sour cream and onion chips that I enjoyed as a kid, but of course they're a bajillion times better for you with all this kale goodness, and they're so addictive. You are going to want to double this batch because you're going to eat them all up in no time. I'm excited to show you just how easy it is to make your own kale chips at home. You can buy a bag at the store, but they're about $10 for just, a small bag. Why not make them yourself? So I'm going to start by making the coating, the sour cream and onion coating, and it's really, really easy. Everything is going to get blended up in my high-speed blender here, and then we're going to coat the kale pieces. So I'm starting with some water. I've got half a cup of water going in. And next I'm adding 2/3 of a cup of Vivapura's truly raw, amazing cashews. They are organic, of course. And half of a cup of chopped green onion. Make sure that's right full to the top of the measuring cup, and 1/4 cup of lemon juice, giving it that sour creamy tang. And now to add just a touch of sweetness, seems a little bit funny in an onion recipe, but we're adding half of a date here. It's going to help round out all the flavors. And half a teaspoon of onion powder is going in. That is going to make it even better. And 1 teaspoon of Himalayan salt. Next I'm adding 1/3 of a cup of Vivapura's stone ground raw organic tahini. So I'm going to measure that. 1/3 of a cup of tahini going in. Was that not so easy? I'm going to pop my top on, and I'm going to blend this mixture up until it's completely smooth. Okay, I forgot one ingredient. I forgot to add my 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. So the combination of the lemon juice and the apple cider vinegar are going to round out the sour cream coating so perfectly. So I will give this another quick blend. And remember, taste before you go to the next step. Always give it a little taste. See if you like it. It's yummy, it's oniony, it's tangy. If you want it to be more tangy, add a little bit more lemon juice or apple cider vinegar. Now I'm going to move on to my kale. So I've got a nice big bunch of kale here that I have rinsed under water. So for this you can do it all by hand. I'm just going to stem the kale. So I'm going to run my fingers down tightly on the stem to remove the kale from the stem. Look at that, so easy. And from here I'm going to just roughly rip up the kale. See, super easy. And this would be fun to do with your kids, get them involved. So move through your whole bunch, and don't make the pieces too small. In fact, it's kind of nice to keep some bigger chunks because then they fold over and they make like an extra super crispy, thick, crunchy kale chip. There we go. Now this looks like a ton of kale, and it is. However, once I massage the sauce on top and get these into the dehydrator, they're going to shrink right down. So I was not joking when I said you might want to do a double batch. Okay, so now I'm going to pour my yummy, creamy, sour cream and onion sauce over all the kale. Look at that. And actually, this mixture is also great as a dip or a salad dressing. And depending on the size of your bunch of kale, like mine was really, really big, you might want to start with a little bit less sauce, so I've left a little bit in the bottom. And now I'm going to take my hands, get your clean hands in there, and massage it all together. So really get in there. We want every leaf to be coated in the sauce. That is very important. Take a little look. Sometimes they'll get curled up, and then look, this guy doesn't have any sauce on him. So, got to uncurl them. Keep moving around. So here I've got a dehydrator sheet from my Excalibur dehydrator with a piece of teflex sheet on the top. That's important. I'm going to arrange the kale in a flat layer, kind of spreading it out. It's a little closer to me. And this will do 2 trays. I'm going to pop that into the dehydrator for 1 hour at 145 degrees. This just boosts the drying process. Don't worry, it's not going to destroy all the enzymes. It's still going to be perfectly fine. That's just a great way to decrease the drying time and prevent any mold that might occur during a slower drying process. And then you're going to knock the temperature down to 115 degrees, and you're going to dehydrate them for at least 12 hours until they're nice and crunchy. And that's it. That's how you make easy sour cream and onion kale chips. I hope you give this awesome kale chip recipe a try at home. Go to www.vivapura.com to order the ingredients that you need to make this recipe and all kinds of other awesome raw food recipes. And I don't know if you'll be able to hear it from the camera, but these are super crunchy and amazing. I'll see you next time. Bye!